Hola a todos, muy buenas tardes. Bueno, yo voy a hacer una pequeña presentación. Mi nombre es César Sebastián, soy el responsable de área de recursos humanos y de proempleo ingenieros de Cogiti y voy a hacer una pequeña presentación acerca de Cogiti, de lo que es el curso de inglés English for Engineers, y después daré paso a John para que ya pueda empezar pues todo lo que es el tema del webinar que vamos a tratar hoy, de pequeñas pinceladas acerca de, pues de inglés en el trabajo, ¿no? Pequeños trucos o consejos de inglés en el trabajo, también un poquillo sobre este curso de inglés que habitualmente organizamos. Por contaros un poco, de manera muy resumida, pues Cogiti desde el año 2014, con un acuerdo que firmamos con la Asociación de Engineers Ireland, que es la Asociación de Ingenieros Irlandeses, se firmó un acuerdo de colaboración con la acreditación de PC, y con otra serie de medidas, y entre estas medidas una de ellas fue la creación de un curso de inglés pues para suplir o complementar la falta de inglés técnico, inglés de negocios que podía haber en los ingenieros dentro de lo que era los ingenieros españoles, ¿vale? Entonces, este curso se creó con ese fin y a lo largo de 13 ediciones, esta que vamos a empezar la semana que viene es la número 13, a lo largo de 13 ediciones nos hemos especializado en ofrecer un curso de calidad garantizado por Engineers Ireland y por Cogiti, especializado en inglés para ingenieros, inglés técnico, por tanto, e inglés de negocios, ¿vale? Que eso, digamos, era la diferencia que nosotros podíamos ofrecer con respecto a otros cursos de inglés que se pueden encontrar habitualmente en el mercado. Calidad de dos instituciones y ofrecer un tipo de inglés que normalmente no se va a encontrar. Bueno, esta era nuestra intención y con esta intención nació el curso, y a lo largo de 11 ediciones se hizo de manera presencial a lo largo de esas 11 ediciones, a lo largo de esos años, se hizo de manera presencial en Irlanda, en Dublín. Teníamos un curso que a lo mejor alguno de vosotros ha asistido en algún momento, no lo sé, y es un curso que tuvo mucho éxito, tuvo bastantes alumnos y estuvo de manera presencial hasta este año. Este año, con todo el motivo de la pandemia y todas las medidas que se han tenido que tomar para paliar los efectos de la misma, era evidente que no era posible hacer la edición en Irlanda, puesto que no se podía viajar. Al ser imposible hacerlo de esta manera, nosotros decidimos pues bueno, pasar este curso a una edición online para que la gente tuviera la oportunidad de que, aunque no se pudiera viajar, pues no se quedasen sin esa formación que todos los años ofrecíamos. La verdad que la anterior edición y esta edición que va a empezar están siendo un éxito a nivel convocatoria. De hecho, actualmente para esta edición solo nos quedaría una plaza, ¿vale? Pero dado el éxito que está teniendo toda la edición online del curso, pues probablemente, aunque luego esperemos que cuanto antes acabe esta pandemia y podamos volver a nuestra vida normal, probablemente mantendremos la edición online del curso, porque al final es una manera de ofrecer a la gente que a lo mejor por tema de tiempo, dinero o ambas cosas no puede viajar a Irlanda, la posibilidad de que pueda tener esa formación. Y eso es un poco todo eso, ¿no? Todo esto vino también dado conforme al plan Ingenia al Futuro, que es un plan que se lanzó desde el Consejo de Ingenieros Técnicos Industriales de España y desde los colegios profesionales para poder paliar diferentes necesidades que podían tener los ingenieros, y sobre todo a raíz de la pandemia. Ofrecimos formación, ofrecimos programas y demás, y entre otras cosas también se ofrecieron el curso de inglés en versión online y una serie de webinars, como el que vamos a disfrutar a lo largo de esta tarde. Y por mi parte, a nivel de esto nada más, daros las gracias por estar aquí presente, dar las gracias a John por estar aquí presente, y comentaros a nivel técnico dos cosas: que este webinar estará disponible próximamente en el apartado Plan Ingenia al Futuro de la web de Cogiti, ¿vale? Y que luego también podéis hacer algunas preguntas al finalizar el webinar. John las responderá. Y esas preguntas que podéis hacer, a veces se hacían por el chat, pero por un tema de practicidad, hacedlas por un apartado que tenéis, que es preguntas y respuestas, ¿vale? Para que luego podamos recoger todas las preguntas y podamos hacerlas. Si son muchas, a lo mejor no podremos responder a todas, pero intentaremos responder a la mayor parte de ellas. Y por mi parte nada más, os dejo con John. Good afternoon, John. Thank you for coming today, and thank you for
Can you hear me okay?
your time.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
You can hear it? Very good. Nice. Thank you for having me, and it's nice to meet everybody. Um, I understand there's a big interest in the course since we did the first course online this summer, and it was very successful. And I understand that there is an interest in Spain at the minute in more technical English for engineers. I believe well, statistically, there's a need for technical English to improve prospects and improve opportunities for engineers, especially uh, in the market in Europe at the minute. Um, so, Cesar, can I start with my presentation? I can start giving you some information about the work we're going to do.
Yes, we can. Yes, you
Perfect.
can
Okay.
start. You can start, Jan.
Very good. Well, listen, it's nice to meet everybody tonight. I don't see you, but if you're here, please ask any questions. You can let me know what's happening from your side and keep in touch with me as well if you have any questions about the presentation, about the work I do, or about the Cohete project that we're working on. Let's start here. English for Engineers is our topic. I'm here in Dublin today, and it's very bright today, but it's actually cold. I believe in Spain, it's what, 30 degrees? Here in Ireland, it's about 15, and I can feel my hands are cold. So just consider yourselves lucky today that you're in the hot weather. So English for Engineers is what we do. Let's start. Here we go. There we go. It's a webinar series. My name is John Kavanagh, and today is 23rd of September, so it's the autumn equinox today, so happy equinox. There we go. Cool. So first, to start off, our background, just a little bit about the work we do. The group we work with, Cohete, Engineers Ireland, Pro Empleos, Ingenieros, and True Learning. This is me at work in Dublin with the last group we worked with. My name is John Kavanagh, and for the next 10 nights, the idea with this course is from next week, we're going to have a 10-night series of individual classes, and together we're going to practice engineering English, technical English, and skills for the office. Thank you for taking part, and thank you for showing interest in the course. It's a pleasure to meet with you. This is a very practical course. Originally, we started the course with the idea to bridge the gap between office English and presenting English and allowing engineers opportunities. And I think it's a necessary course. It's designed to give you more confidence. It's designed to help you become more aware of opportunities and to give you some motivation to develop and keep practicing your English. So officially, it's a language course with engineer topics, engineer vocabulary, engineer flavor. So I hope tonight I can give you some basic information. This is the starting point of your journey, and I hope that for you, we can give you some ideas tonight that can help you move in a more positive direction and maybe inspire you just to keep working with English. Personally, I feel, if you're living in Spain, you're speaking Spanish, you're working in the Spanish workplace, but the language of engineering is English. And in order to be more successful at work, you need a level of English that is at that level, managerial level, competence on the phone, presentations, understanding data, understanding information that you hear. So it's very important that your skills are up to date. And the way to do that is through practice. So hopefully we can bring that to you. So let's have a look. This is me, myself. I'm from the very north of Ireland. Let's see if I can just indicate here. Laser pointer. Boop, boop, boop. I'm from Derry City, so it's in Northern Ireland, UK. But I live here in Dublin. And Dublin is the biggest city in the country. 40% of the population live here. What I do with my project, which is True Learning, I do online group language training like this. I have a technique called rapid learning through conversation, which is challenging my students to respond faster, pronunciation, presentation, helping students to focus on their key areas. So engineers English, maybe legal English, or interview skills practice. We also practice exams such as IELTS, Cambridge, advanced levels, different levels that you could think of. Also, we do one-to-one classes. Recently, because of all of this pandemic, COVID, the lack of face-to-face opportunity, a lot of the work we do now is online. But I think as we get used to the system, it's actually possible to have a good development of English with online training. So here we go. The course here is normally held in Dublin, but this year we're online to celebrate the next edition with you in Spain at home or in the office, and you can access all the notes and all the information that you need, plus homework as well. We've done 12 already. This is number 13. I'm delighted to be over here to be with you over the coming fortnight. The fortnight is 2 weeks. And just for interest, at the bottom of the page here, we've got CohetiEnglishCourse.com. You can check out all the information from the course and some photographs and information about what we actually do and the history of the course. Plus on Instagram, I have my own page that you can follow, True Learning. If you want to see, basically it's my own day-to-day English teaching with some tips and little videos, and just to keep it interested. For me, English has been my career for the past 15 years, and I enjoy working with professionals now. I think there's definitely a need in many areas to work with professionals. I also work with engineers and professionals from France and from Spain, and also then with some Italian groups as well. So it's becoming, there's definitely a need for practice. And if you can find a good teacher that can encourage you, then definitely it's half the job. So tonight in the webinar, we've talked a little bit of background to the project. In the main course, what we're going to learn, some new words from the text. We're going to do some reading, comprehension, reading, answering questions, word formation, some technical words, telephone phrases, 6 phrasal verbs, pronunciation practice and techniques from Spanish to English, and then some questions from you. So my introduction tonight is literally an introduction. So it's to give you a general idea, some tips for you to help you maintain your level at home and help you stay in touch with English, more technical English. So in the main course, what we're going to do over the next 10 nights, we're going to have a theme per class. We're going to look at vocabulary from that topic. We'll do some reading and listening. We'll take the vocabulary and we'll use some word formation to express ourselves in different ways. We'll do some pronunciation practice. We'll learn some phrasal verbs. And I'm trying to keep it focused on the topic whereby I will give you technical English for each area of engineering. I don't know which area you work in. Maybe it's in mechanical or chemical, or it could also be IT or software engineering. There's many, many areas of engineering. So this is a general course that hopefully will provide you with some awareness of different sections and keep you up to date with some trends in the market, some up-to-date information about what's happening with COVID, for example, around Europe and around the globe. So we can have a look at that. So let's move on here to our first topic tonight, engineering today. I'm going to do some reading, okay? What it means for engineering. Let me see if I can just do this. So in this sector at the minute, engineering and construction have had a huge, I suppose COVID has had a huge impact on this sector of as you know yourself. I took this here from PwC, PricewaterhouseCoopers, and their predictions, I suppose, their assessment of the situation. What I'm going to do here, I'll read, and we'll have a look at what questions we have. So the COVID-19 pandemic and its effects on markets and commercial activity is presenting a range of challenges to the engineering and construction industry. Challenges that could get worse depending on the length of the crisis in the EU and globally. So as we read through, listen to the pronunciation And listen to the way I extend the vowels, presenting a range of challenges in the engineering and construction industry. One thing that I notice with Spanish, as you know, it's a very fast language. When you speak, you talk fast. Naturally, that's the way you speak Spanish. In English, what we do is we tend to extend the words and the vowels. And often when we talk, we go up and down. So English is more musical, more erratic, and less regular. Spanish is quite regular and fixed. English is quite up and down. So listen as I read. Experts are uncertain about the duration and severity of the crisis. This makes it hard to anticipate how a recovery could start for the industry. Some construction projects have been delayed and some cancelled, and many have been put off as a result of the impacts of COVID-19 on these companies and governments that commissioned them. Do you know the word put off? So some projects have been delayed, cancelled, and put off. We'll check that one after, okay? Further means and more. Possible supply chain bottlenecks of equipment and materials, including structural steel and glass from Asia, could cause project delays in currently funded projects or reduced spending on future ones. So from this, and if I can just do a little bit of art, I also like art. We're talking here a supply chain bottleneck, okay? So supply chain, this is your bottle. There you go. I don't know if it's the same in your language. Your bottle is like this, okay? And you've got your supply of, I don't know, materials, you need iron, you need glass, you need more equipment, you need everything, Everything needs to be processed now. So all the orders are waiting. However, it's very, very slow to arrive. The information and the products are arriving slowly, okay? So the idea with the bottlenecks is that it's blocked. There's a block in the supply chain. Equipment is delayed. Orders are big and high. The companies are working super fast to process. So bottlenecks are forming basically. So we need we don't have that regular smooth system. We have a block in the system. Now, let's have a look at this comprehension. The same text. I want you to read the text again, and I want you to answer the basic questions at the bottom, okay? Every time you read, I want you to read it fast and get a gist, get the basic idea, okay? It's a very difficult job to do, but the more you do it, the more you start to pick up this ability. Some people are very good at this. Same in Spanish, you look for the gist. Yeah, the key meaning, the key points, the numbers, the facts. Now, can you hear me okay? Cool. Which industries are being discussed in this? Which industries? There's two industries. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you've got the engineering and construction industries. Yeah. What has happened to some projects? What has happened? So since the start of the year, what has happened? Some projects have been delayed, cancelled, postponed. Yeah, put off is postponed. The same as delayed. Who commissioned the projects? Who commissioned? Companies and governments. Very good. And what could cause more delays? Could cause project delays. Bottlenecks, supply chain bottlenecks. Very good. Easy. Okay, this is what we're going to do. What we're doing is we get the text, analyze it fast, get the gist, and then pick the key information. Don't worry about the others. Don't worry about the other parts. The part here I have here is depending on, okay? Depending on. Never say depending of. That's Spanish. This is depending on, okay? Good. There's little details actually with English and Spanish, and it's always nice to remind yourself, you know, make a list of the English ones. Next part for us, some word formation. I took these words from the text, okay? What I want to do is play with the words, and I want you to tell me, first of all, what type of words they are. The word global is the same in Spanish, global. Global is an adjective. Is that right? It's an adjective. Okay. Depend. Depend. I depend. It's a verb. Challenges, maybe because of the S. It can be a verb, or in this case, it's a noun. It's an object. I have many challenges. Severity. Severity means the seriousness. The seriousness. That would be severe is an adjective. This is a noun, okay? Cancel is a verb. Commission, the European Commission. That's a noun, or it can be a verb. I commission a project. Supply is a verb or a noun. My supply. And reduce, reduced. Reduce is a verb, but reduced is an adjective. It's an adjective. Let's see. Very good. So reduced is a verb, but also then I'm going to add here as an adjective as well. ADG, yeah. So what I'm teaching here is introduction to reading a text and picking information. If I can just have a look at this for a second. This is just some extra statistics that I found on the internet from the accountants firm, PwC. What they say is what are people concerned about concerning COVID-19, okay? People are most concerned about the financial impact and the future of finance, okay, to the markets. 64% are worried about a global recession, yeah? Also 41%, the effect of this situation on the workforce, 40% is a decrease in the consumer confidence. So people will shop less, they will. Supply chain disruption, we were talking about this. Do you remember the word we had? This word with the bottleneck, yeah. Difficulty funding, so money available. Information, people don't know what's happening. Impact on tax, immigration. Cyber security is a risk, is a worry. Fraud, and privacy. So in this part here, there's some area of new technology, IT, software protection. It's interesting. Back to the vocabulary. The vocabulary we have: global, depend, so on. Have a look at this. Okay, so the verbs that I've added here. The nouns and the adjectives, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to complete this table, okay? Have a look. Literally for 2 minutes, have a look. The reason I'm doing this is because this is the decider between intermediate English and high-level English. If you're intermediate, it's very, very challenging. If it's higher level, you should be able to think, global, globalizar, yeah, global, yeah. You should start to think, and similar in Spanish because you have this Latin connection, okay? So global, globalize the globe. Good. Depend. What's the noun for depend? Guys, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Think about this. I'll show you the answers in 2 minutes, okay? What are these words? Most important part of English, as far as far as I'm concerned. So also, any questions now, you let me know. Let's see. No questions. Favorite color is blue. Birthday was last week. Sports. Cake. You think of the questions. I'll give you the answers. You give me some questions, okay? Go on, let's check. Depend. Let's check our vocabulary here. Depend, dependency, dependence, dependable, to challenge, challenges, challenging, severe, severity, yeah, severe. I don't think there's a verb, no. Cancel, cancellation, cancelled, commission, commissioned, supply, supplier, supplied, reduce, reduce. So the pronunciation is reduce. So it's almost like the word juice, Juice. So reduce, reduce, reduction, reduced. Let's see if these words connect. Perfect. Dependability. Independent, very good. Independent is connected to that. What was the preposition for depend? Good. Yeah, on. Good. Yeah. So challenge, challenger, challenging, severity, severe, cancel, cancellation, cancelled, commission. Okay. Usually an adjective has ed. Usually. So that's a good way to check. Quick question. Ed, ing, adjective. For example, I am excited to be here because the work and the information and the project is very exciting. Do you know the difference? Ed, ing. Ed refers to the person, internal. I feel excited. I feel amazed because the work is amazing and the project is exciting. Yeah, so ing is external and internal is ed. That's my tip. Good point. Okay, next part for us. Some technical vocabulary from this. Okay. Question for you: what equipment do you use in your day-to-day work? Are you an office-based engineer? Okay, if you're office-based, you're probably using your PC and your laptop and all that good stuff. Your laptop and maybe your pencil. I don't know. All these different things. Okay, but if you're on the field, or sorry, if you're on site, that's what I was going to say. If you're on site, you will use different equipment. Very quick introduction tonight. Some practical vocabulary that you may use for your day-to-day work. Okay, so let's see if you know these words. If you're working on site, you're probably wearing a hard hat. Actually, you must wear a hard hat. There's no choice. The type of helmet, it's a hard hat, usually yellow, so it can be easily seen. It protects your most valuable assets. One of our most valuable assets. Go on here. So if we can move that. They protect the employees if they bump their heads against fixed objects. The hard hats protect employees if heavy equipment bumps into them. So bump would be to hit very gently. So a hard hat protects employees from falling objects. So they're very necessary, especially in a huge site, on a building site, in a construction zone, in any type of mechanical machinery active area. No. A properly worn hard hat will protect the employee's head in case of a fall, if the person actually falls. Now, the pronunciation for this is a hard hat. Hard hat. You must pronounce the end of the words, because in Spanish, it's not so common. Hard hat, hard hat. I wear a hard hat. Hard hat. Are you wearing a hard hat? Hard hat. Give yourself time to finish the words. Please practice that. Very important in English. Next one is the face mask. I'm sure people are very familiar with this, unfortunately, at this stage, but the face mask is asbestos, lead-based paints. There are many airborne dangers out there waiting to cause harm. Harm is another word for danger, okay? So harm is danger. Get yourself a dust mask. So dust would be fibers in the air. The UK National Institute for Occupational Health and Safety recommends the use of a disposable or a cartridge type half mask. And the filter should be P100 rating, so there's quite strict standards. Especially in this type with the, if you're using maybe more toxic chemicals or paints or applications. Nowadays, the face mask is mandatory under these COVID regulations, so that's something that I imagine is commonplace in your country at the minute. What I have noticed is I was watching RTV this week. Madrid at the minute is exactly the same as Dublin. We're on the same level of same status, the same lockdown rules and regulations. So we are experiencing a very similar situation at the minute. It's quite interesting. One idea for you is to start watching the Irish news, or the UK news for that matter, to pick up that story. You pick up that vocabulary and you'll start to practice your English and stay up to date with all the goings on, all the updates. Next vocabulary for us, technical vocabulary, earmuffs. Earmuffs for being on site, on the job. Earmuffs. Don't damage your hearing permanently while tinkering away. Tinkering means, hitting, hammering, fixing. Tinkering is working away. Earmuffs, earplugs, or headphones. So headphones are the big ones. Earmuffs are usually covered, they're circular. And headphones then would be similar idea, that they can sit inside the ear. They provide excellent protection. They don't have to be too bulky. Bulky means too difficult to move, yeah? So they don't need to be too big. They can be quite sophisticated and stylish. Machinery and tools can operate in excess of 100 decibels, and anything in excess of 85 decibels is known to cause damage to your ears. Decibels. Very good. Next one for us, I don't know if you use this in your work. Does it move? Yes. Should it move? No. Okay, and then we'll use some tape, okay? Some industrial tape. I'll call this industrial tape. Should it move? Yes, no problem. Okay. Does it move? No, no problem. That's okay. And should it move? Should it? Yes, it should move. So we need to lubricate. This product here is called WD-40. You see that? WD-40. It's a spray, usually, spray form. It can remove all types of stains and do many jobs. Okay, you'll need WD-40. It's amazing for all purpose. It's a lubricant. It's great for getting rid of. So getting rid of squeaks and loosening stubborn bolts and many more applications. So the word here is squeak. Can I demonstrate? A squeak is when you open the door and it goes squeak. The other one is loosening a stubborn bolt. So if you have a bolt, you need to open it. So it's like it's stubborn, it doesn't move. So it's loosen means to make it open, okay? Loosen. Tight and loose, the opposite. So tight is to make it enter, loose is to take it out. Tighten and loosen. You can also unblock a drain, which is with water. You can also remove oil stains. There's many uses of WD-40. I don't know if you've heard of it before. Quick question. High visibility vest. Yes, anonymous attendee. That is a good one. Yeah. See, excellent. I'm just going to add this here. Can you see this now? Excellent. So we can also say high vis vest. We also say high vis, and that's a good word that we use in English. High vis, H-I vis. Yeah. Very good. I like the questions. Go on. Please ask me some questions. Go on. Let's interact here. Okay. Next part for us, if I can move on. Opening doors, it can do many jobs. So WD-40, stop squeaking doors. Do you remember the word squeak? Drills, a multi-purpose drill. Drills come in a wide range of sizes and shapes. So drills are used for many, many jobs. There's just one instrument we use. You can install, connect, hanging, screws and bolts. So screws are small, a bolt is more industrial, okay? In reality, you need a variety of some or all of the following. And the twist is the most common form. So the twist is these types that you can see. It's intended to use with wood, plastic, light metal. So it's you can make a hole through a very thin material or a very light material, okay? There are many more. We can look at them later, but for tonight, a drill is just one piece of equipment. There is a multitude of equipment. There are many more other pieces of equipment that we use as well. So let me know if you use other types of equipment as well. We can add this to the list. This is I've just done a top 6 tonight. How do we call the personal protection equipment in English? I mean, EPI. Okay, so what would be an acronym for that? So would be we would say PPE, the personal protection equipment. That's a good question, yeah? So I'd say here, if I can I answer this? How do I do this now? PPE, can I answer that? How do I do this? Okay, so I'm learning how to do this. Is it PPE with personal protection equipment. That's all it is. Very good. Okay, so I have a little information here. Tell me if you can hear this video. Okay. Some statistics about Ireland. I want you to learn a little bit about the country that I am from and the country where we normally hold the course. Let's see if we can have a look at this and see what's happening here. So, if I can. Where am I? Here we go. So tell me if you can hear this video. Please let me know. I can open this. Okay. So what I want you to do with this is I want you to look at the video and I want you to tell me if you can remember some of the numbers and facts about Ireland, about this country. Just 3 minutes. So have a look and tell me what you think. Good. Okay. Questions done. Can you hear this okay?
John, I think that the video is not sharing.
It's not sharing, okay. Thank you for
Yeah, I
telling me.
think.
Okay. Good to know. Okay. You can only see my presentation. Okay. Apologies. Okay. There we go. So, the chat here. So I just want to check the chat. I can't hear it. Oh no, what's going on? I can't hear anything. Marta says it must go to okay. Thanks, Marta. PPE, you're right, and personal protective equipment. Very good. Como gales graves, I don't know. Very good. Seriousness, yeah. Yeah, severity means the seriousness. Very good, very good. Sorry, I didn't see this until now. Could you join Laura? She's trying to get on. Okay. Cool. Okay. Hello, everyone. I love technology. I really enjoy technology. When it works, it's fantastic. When it doesn't work, It's not fantastic. No?
Yeah.
I don't see and hear the video. We're broadcasting.
Yeah,
Okay.
we see your screen, but we don't see your video. Sorry.
It's an amazing video, guys. You're really missing it. I'm going to share the link with you. I'll put the link in the chat, okay? So you can have a look at it. You can have a look at it after, okay? Don't worry about it. To see if I can. I'll take the link here. Here we go. It's a very short link from the Irish government, and it celebrates facts and information about the country. Here's the link. You can watch that later, okay? We're not going to look at it now. But just a little idea. Gives you a little bit of background about Ireland, and you can see what's happening in this country. Great. Okay, so we'll go back to my presentation. So what I'm trying to do here with this tonight really is to give you a little bit of introduction. It's a very general introduction, but also it gives you a little bit of an insight into how we produce the course. When we do the course online, we have opportunities for you to talk, for you to present, for you to read out loud. We can also share and communicate. This is a little bit different tonight. It's more just presentation, you know. But let's keep going here with our presentation. Next point, okay. And there we go. On the phone, here are some polite phrases to practice when you are on the phone. Now, I believe you all have good English already. These phrases can help you become more sound more confident, okay? I'm calling in relation to, I'm calling to follow up on, I'm calling to follow up on your question about shipping, I believe you. Okay, so when you ask a question like this, you start your conversation. Good morning. I'm calling in relation to, I'm calling to follow up on, I'm calling to follow up on. What I need you to do with this is practice, okay? I'm calling to follow up on, I'm calling to follow up on. Very difficult to do, but this is what I want you to practice, okay? First phrase, okay? Introduce. Next one. Lifesaver. Can I call you right back? Can I call you right back? With a high voice, say that. Can I call you right back? Can I call you right back? Or, can I call you back at 4 o'clock? Because I'll need to find out if we can do that. Let me call you back. Very confident. But the normal phrase is, can I call you right back? And that means you're promising to return the call in a few minutes. Okay? Lovely. Another phrase on the phone. I will follow up with the requested information soon. Follow up, a very popular verb. Follow up means continue. I will say, just to go back with this, so if you want to read that again. Okay. And the next part here is, I will follow up with the requested information soon. Okay. I don't have that information right now. Can I call you right back? I don't have that information right now. Can I call you right back? Can you repeat that? I don't have that information right now. So you're taking everything in groups of two, okay? This is what I want you to think about with your English, is practice and play with your voice. I don't have that information right now. Right now. Can I call you right back? So you're playing with combinations of words to put them together in different phrases, okay? Let me check. Can you hold for a second? Let me check. Can you hold for a second? Can you hold? Okay. Can you hold? When you say the word can as a positive, you say can. If it's negative, you say can't. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Pronounce the negative longer for that verb. Final. Please bear with me. Wait. Sometimes in Spanish, it's very polite for you to say a direct verb. Like, stop, wait, hold on, no, don't. Give me, you know, give me, please. In English, we never do that. You cannot do that in English. It sounds rude. So what we do in English was we start with please, and then you give the instruction. Or can you wait, please? Yeah. Please bear with me. That's the best word. If that's the one thing you learned tonight, please bear with me is the phrase of the year, okay? The phrase of 2020. Okay, so I'll just do here, hashtag, please bear with me, okay? It's the one thing you should learn to be super polite on the phone. It's the nicest phrase. Basically, wait with me for a moment. Now, next part for us to move on. Some phrasal verbs to get started. We all know phrasal verbs. I think we all secretly love phrasal verbs, but there's so many of them. The best way to learn is one by one. I'm just going to give you a top 6 phrasal verbs that may be useful for you. So let me see. Look into, it means investigate. I think we should look into the other materials for this build. So this build would be this project. Yeah. I'm just checking. Do we have any more? If I can just go here for a second, I just want to see if there's any chat phrases here. So if I can, there's my chat. I have to go like this. Okay. I have to stop share. That's it, isn't it? Very good. Okay. So I just wanted to check that just in case people have questions and I don't see them. Okay. So I'll share this again. Okay. Okay. There we go. Phrasal verbs, look into, investigate. We should look into other materials for the build, means the project. The design team are looking into it at the moment. So investigating. And the last one, we are looking into the viability of opening in Galicia in May. The viability of opening in May. Looking into, it means thinking about, investigating, okay? The second verb here that I have, to put off. So put off is a popular verb. Put off we learned already. Postpone. She put off the decision until the 30th. The 30th. We're considering putting the project off this month. Putting the project off this month. And they put the new installation project off twice this year. So they put the project off. We delayed twice. Postponed. Run into. So run, you know, run. And run means into. You basically fast enter a situation. And it may be a problem. It sounds pretty dangerous. It sounds like fast, unexpected, you know. We ran into a multitude. So the past tense, we ran into a multitude of unforeseen, and unexpected problems. Pronunciation, a multitude of unforeseen and unexpected problems. I need you to practice this variety of sound because Spanish is quite limited with the you 5 clear vowels. In English, there's 21 different sounds. Number 2, I hope we do not run into any more issues, into a problem, an issue. She ran into some trouble at the start, but not everything is okay. Take down, annotate. Can you take this phone number down for me? Can you take this phone number down for me? Can you take this phone number down for me? Did she take down the dimensions for the workshop? So basically write in the book. I will walk around and take down some ideas for the team, from the team. So I will ask and collect the data. Think over means consider. I think the scale of the program is interesting, but I must think it over. Consider this at the weekend. Tell me your decision on Monday. Think it over this weekend and tell me your decision on Monday. And finally, she thought it over and decided not to invest in the project. So think over. Many situations, it means consider, contemplate, think about. Yeah, that's it. Think over. Think about, just as a question, think about is more imagination. Think over is it's a concrete situation, and maybe it's something you need to find a solution or an answer. Final one here today is workout. Workout. Workout means calculate. So you're working your brain out to a solution. You're trying to find a solution outside. We check all the prices, and we worked out the cost would be too high. So we multiplied, checked everything, it would be too high. Can you work out the total in dollars and pesos? So that means calculate, find the result. And it's difficult to work out how much we need. And I think because of this situation at the minute, even with projects and time frames, it's actually quite difficult to work out when a project will be completed, when a delivery will arrive. It's how much it's going to cost. It's actually becoming difficult to calculate. Nothing is certain at the moment, okay? There's 6 phrasal verbs for you. Let's see if you remember. What are the phrasal verbs? I'm going to give you 3 minutes. What do you remember? Can you calculate the total? You're investigating the cause. Can you note the measurements of the turbine? We cannot delay it any longer. We must start in October. The company encountered some delays from the suppliers because of COVID. Please consider what I said. Okay, 1 minute. Think about what are the answers to these. What verbs did you remember? Okay, so what we just learned, calculate. Do you remember calculate? Yeah, very good. Workout. Looking into, take down, put it off, ran into, and think over. I love phrasal verbs because you have to remember the phrasal verb, the word order, and the time. Perfect, perfect. As an English teacher, it's perfect. As a student, torture. But always something to think about, always something to learn. So workout is present tense, investigate, present continuous. Take down is present. You cannot delay. Delay it, put it off. If you have I'm just going to add this here. Put it off. If you have a pronoun, it's in the middle, okay? Put it off. And the next one, past tense is ran into. It's past tense, it must be past tense. And please think over it. It's an instruction, okay? Well done. Good work. That's their phrasal verbs, 6 of them. We'll learn more on the course, okay? More practical, useful phrasal verbs for conversation and presentation in the office describing projects. Let's have a look. My favorite part, and possibly one of our more final parts now this evening. I want to look at this. While I'm reading these, I want you to read out loud sitting at home. I can't hear you tonight, but I want you to be silly, be childish, imitate exactly what you hear, and be brave. Don't worry about sounding stupid. You need to practice pronunciation. And this is deliberately designed for Spanish speakers tonight. Okay. In English, we eat the vowels. The vowels. Don't be afraid to open your mouth wide, okay? So you've got color, color. And in Spanish, color, color. And in English, color, okay? In English, popular, popular. In Spanish, popular, popular. In English, popular. Please try to imitate every time you hear somebody speaking in English. Rewind, if it's face to face, ask them, say that again, and almost like imitate watch their mouth. There's one tip in English that I recommend for you, and this is just a general tip. When you're speaking, to talk with the pen in the mouth. This can help you learn the physical movement for your pronunciation. Pronunciation is physical. It's a combination, of course, between listening and repeating, but it's actually a physical job. You need to activate your mouth and tongue and teeth to make all the sounds. English is from the lips and the teeth. Spanish is more the middle of the mouth because you have the R and different sounds. So, color, popular. Next one, normal. The start of the word is strong. In Spanish, different. Normal is normal. And make the sound. In English, we stress the noun, not the adjective. She's an effective boss. She's an effective boss. That's an amazing idea. It's an amazing idea. Oh, it's a great project. It's a great project. Or an American, it's a great project. It's a great with an A. Great project. Yeah, she's an effective boss. It's an amazing idea. It's a great project. Please practice that, because in Spanish you would say she's an effective boss. An effective boss. It's an amazing idea. An amazing idea. It's a great project. You have a tendency to, in your language, you pronounce it in a different, you stress a different sound. We can create more of these after. We stress the end of the sentence, not the beginning. That's very interesting. When I think about it, if I imitate a Spanish accent, I say, I walked to my car. I walked to my car. She went, or just the verb, went to store, designed the project. What do you say? I walked to my car and she went to the store and we designed the project together. You hear that the weight is at the end of the sentence, okay? For the noun and the end, okay? Here we go. T or D. In Spanish, you will say, for example, thank you. And it's just, you have to do it. You must stick your tongue out. Thank you. R first, and then the sound. Thank you. Thank you. These, thank you for these. 3 of these, thank you. So just for practice, okay? Today is the 23rd. Okay, next part is very, berry, interchangeably. It's a common one. We can just practice it. But the idea was berry and very. It's the same idea, but it's just a sound. But V is there's a vibration. Very, okay. The next one here is we say shampoo. Okay. We say shampoo or share. That's hard. Cha cha cha, chow, chow. It depends what you're saying. I think it's sense of practice. It depends on your local accent if it's easier to do. For me, this is fun, and this is why I recommend reading aloud and not being shy. In Spanish, we say y and j, yeah, and j. It's like a forced j. So, for example, my name is John. And one word, actually, if you can remember one word tonight, please, it's project. Please remember this one. Project. Do not say project. I have a project. I have a project. Make everything longer in English, okay? Spanish, there's two sounds with the LL as well. The sounds are different. So you say Yale and jail. Yellow and jello. Okay, sometimes that can be difficult in Spanish. Y and j. Let's look at the picture. How do you explain the 4-year gap on your resume? That's me when I went to Yale. Oh, impressive. You're hired. I really need this job. What is he saying? I went to jail and I need the job. I don't know. Sometimes it can be a problem. But he's happy, so for 5 seconds. Next one. These sounds for me are quite interesting. Okay, so we've got hit, heat, hit, heat. The normal I in English, if it's a combination, it's E. But in your language, you've got one sound, okay? So the next example here, you say, did this thing win? Did this thing win? So look at my mouth. Did this thing win? In Spanish, did this thing win? My teeth. You say, did this thing win? In English, 90%. The sound of an I is a. So you say the word, maybe say fish, bird, first. You say birthday. Just writing some quick words here. Birthday, fish, first. So fish, bird, first, birthday. The next words here, hut, hat, heart. So when you look at this symbol here, it's really loud, really long. So Spanish speakers often say the hut, hat, heart. It's usually similar. So you say hut, it's short. Hat, it's longer. And then heart is the longest. Okay. So the length of the vowels is important. Next part for us. I suppose actually what I'm looking at here is the first part here. Okay. This symbol means long. Food, food. I love food. I will see you soon. And something new. Yeah, something new. New. And the next part, good, cook, put. Put. So remember that? Put. Make it long. I'll cook some good food soon. I'll cook some good food soon. So this one is longer. This one is longer. It's food soon. There's detail in there, but it's something to practice. Just a little awareness tonight. The more you listen, the more you learn. Words, here we go. Can you repeat these words? Bird, shirt, sir. Hello, sir. I'm wearing a shirt. This is a bird. The next one, worse, worth, words. Word. It's a little bit longer than the first. So bird, worse, worse. The mouth changes. Next one here is hurt, turn, burn. Every time I'm reading the word slow and long, that's all I recommend for you to try. And the next part is, you say, prefer, heard, early. And this sound is like this. If I pronounce it, air. Tomorrow, will you come to school early? Early. That's the word, early. I heard the word. I prefer the word. Yeah, good. Practice. Very good. Okay, we look at that. Sound, sound, sounds. Look at these words. What's that word? What is that? Can you pronounce these words? So just to have a look at, see, like as children would imagine we're at school, we've got ear, ear. Next one, heart. The next one was hat. Then you had boot. Yeah, what else we had? Yeah. Egg, egg, bird, shampoo. Very good. Just for fun. I recommend for you is just practice, practice, practice as loud, obnoxious, like children. If you have children available to chat to, get them to help, because it can be very funny. And the more expressive you are, the better it sounds. I really recommend that, because sometimes we as adults and as engineers, we're fixed in our way. We are serious, we are professionals, we don't play. And that's what I need you to practice, okay? Recognizing the value of pronunciation can help you increase your communication skills in every situation. So either if it's professional, social, or personal. Especially, and this is the one thing I recommend, especially if you are on the phone, you need to have super slow, clear enunciation. Because last week I was talking to my colleague in Spain, and she was reading the information to me. I didn't have the text, so I actually couldn't understand, because she was fast. And I couldn't distinguish the words. So I asked her, could you email me the information, please? And it was much easier. And I felt it saved me time, because I know I'm used to it, but other people may not be used to that accent. That's why it's not change your accent, it's change your clarity and change your speed. Okay. So that's my tips, a few tips tonight. So, over to you now. Do you have any preguntas? Do you have any information that you'd like to ask? I'm happy to take questions from the floor. So this is your opportunity. I'll stop sharing my screen, and I can ask you to tell me what's. Please write your questions. Yeah, very good. Oh yeah, so the word is wood. Wood. Yeah. Wood. Good and wood. Wood. What I often do is I make it long as a ooh in the middle. Wood. Good. Would you like a coffee? Wood. The table is made of wood. Wood. Wah. And the sound then is W. It's like ooh, ah, wah, wah. Huh? Okay, any questions for me or any feedback from our presentation? It's today, as I said, it's an introduction. We're going to start officially on Monday with the official course, but also we're going to have the opportunity to stay in touch with the course, and hopefully we can expand the series as well. So all feedback is relevant. So I'm here now. And tell me, where are you all calling from this evening? So I've got a whole list of people. Yorabel, Angeles, Borja, Carlos, Danny, Fran, Francisco, and Hannah, and Ismael, and Jesus, and Laura, Salvador, Ramon, Rama Pedro. Muy bien. Yeray. Yeray. Yeah. Yeray. Very good. Any messages from the floor? Any feedback from this? Has anybody been to Dublin before? Can you understand my accent? Do you hear the difference between my accent and the English accent? Or is it just too much information? Go on, be brave. Go on, I dare you to be brave and ask me one question. No? Not bad. Well, thanks very much, in serio. Thank you, John. Good tips. Inocencio Perez. Not so bad, your Irish accent. Well, thanks. I work hard. That also means it's not so good, yeah? I appreciate it now. And I understand quite well. So I try to speak. I think naturally in Ireland we do speak fast, similar to Spain. And the more opportunity you have to listen. I really recommend daily listening as well. If you have a chance in the morning, podcasts, listening, 15 minutes every day, it really has an effect after a few weeks. Your accents sound very English for me. Ooh, I don't know. Is that a compliment or a critique? Yeah. No, I don't know. Anyway. Well, guys, thanks very much. But if you have any questions, please, you can ask me now or talk to Cesar as well about the course, about any work that we're doing or any other projects that are coming up. Very interesting. But thanks so much for, it's a compliment. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Cesar, what's the story? How are we? Are we okay?
Yeah. Thank you for coming this afternoon, for give us I think that that's so interesting and so amazing lesson about a lot
I
of
don't know.
things of
Amazing.
English, a lot of
Little
office
bits and pieces.
English, engineering English. I think that is so complete. So thank you for coming. Thank you for your assistance, and thank you. Cambia a español. Muchas
Good.
gracias a todos los participantes por estar aquí, por haberme asistido hoy a este webinar. Espero que os haya sido de gran utilidad. Recordaros que este webinar estará disponible en los próximos días en el apartado Planning Genial Futuro de la web de cogiti.es, que también podéis buscar información sobre el curso de inglés tanto en el Planning Genial Futuro como en la página oficial del curso, que es www.cogitienglishcourse.com. ¿Vale? En esta página podéis encontrar toda la información sobre el curso. Como he comentado antes al comenzar este webinar, ahora mismo solo queda una plaza disponible para esta edición, pero si no es este año, el año que viene haremos más ediciones online, con lo cual, si no es esta vez, el año que viene habrá la oportunidad de que podáis hacer el curso para que podáis pues, mejorar vuestro inglés técnico y de negocios. Y pues por mi parte nada más. Muchas gracias, John.
Thank you. Yeah, de nada. Anytime. I'll see you soon. Yeah.
Y como digo, nos vemos en próximos webinars y te doy la información en el Planning Genial Futuro acerca de este webinar y del curso de inglés. Muchísimas gracias a todos por asistir.
Thank you. And if you get a chance, check me out on Instagram as well and see what other tips we have. But yeah, I'll see some of you next week in the class, and I'll see the rest of you very soon as well. So thanks, Cesar. Have a good night, all right?
Okay, goodbye,
Okay.
John.
Bye from Ireland.
Thank you
Bye,
so
bye,
much.
bye. Thank you. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.